striking throughout the build-up here. The staggering confidence in both camps here. Conlan and the champion Leigh Wood. Both of them absolutely convinced they've got what it takes to come out on top here tonight. Underway then, 12 rounds for this WBA version of the world featherweight title in this sizzling atmosphere. And straight away Leigh Wood gets on the front foot, as Conlan noticeably starts in the orthodox stance and flicks out that left jab. Accurate, leading left jab in the first 20 seconds of the contest for Michael Conlan.
Well, Mike, that was one of the things that I was curious to see from the offset. Who would hold the centre of the ring? Who would be the boss? And we've seen Leigh Wood come straight out to the centre of the ring.
Wood straight away on the front foot. The crowd roaring his every move forward. And that could be key, because that was one of the feelings in the controversy a couple of weeks ago, Josh Taylor against Jack Catterall, that maybe the crowd influenced the judges. Right hand to the body from Leigh Wood, still on that front foot.
Yeah, I think it was really important for Leigh Wood to establish himself at the start of the first round, and he's certainly done that, backing up Conlan, landing a nice little combination, 3-4 punch combination around the body of Conlan. Great start for Leigh Wood for me.
Conlan trying to hold his ground in the centre of the ring and switches to the southpaw stance. Very accomplished in both stances throughout his career as an amateur and a pro. Good right hand from Leigh Wood. Best shot of the contest so far at the halfway stage of the opening round.
That was a terrific shot. Right hand over the top there as he backs up Conlan. He's on him again. Conlan's a bit shocked here on his back foot, and I think he's felt the power of Leigh Wood, and I think the respect's there.
Yeah, absolutely. The big question mark was, how good is Michael Conlan? He showed loads of promise, Ireland's most successful amateur. But this is his real step up. Leigh Wood's been tested. Looked unbelievable in his last contest against Zucan. He's trying to show Conlan that he's the boss, holding the centre of the ring. Conlan's got his foot on the outside of Leigh Wood, so looking for that straight left down the body of Wood, who fires back with a right hand of his own to the body of Conlan.
Conlan has had success in his career with body shots, finishing fights with body shots. Has strayed low once or twice as well, and has lost points for low blows in his career so far.
I'm intrigued to see the work that's done when no shots are being thrown. Lots of feints. Oh, big wide left hand from Conlan. Leigh Wood takes the sting out of it.
The Conlan corner leap to their feet. Oh! Brilliant left hand from Michael Conlan at the end of the opening round. Wood somehow makes it to his feet. Will the bell save him? Just on the sound of the bell, Wood looks fairly clear-eyed. Let's listen in to Ben Davison.
Keep that there. To block the body shot, take your feet out. You can't keep parrying that left hand to the body, yeah? Make sense? What? Right. Say that again, sir. What? Say that again, sir. You can't keep parrying his back.
I mean, what a shot that was. He dipped down, he gave the eyes to the chest of Leigh Wood, and he just fired back with an absolutely pinpoint left hand. What a shot.
It was very sneaky from Conlan. He was looking at the body and he swooped it over right. Leigh Wood did not see that coming. Great shot. Let's hope he can recover in the minute rest.
He threw a succession of left hands to the body in the build-up to that. He was working that opening. So into the second round. How can Leigh Wood, the home favourite here, respond? We spoke about the power that Conlan had already felt from Wood, and then it was reversed with that stunning left hand at the end of the opening round.
I mean, you hear it all the time in boxing, setting traps, and we see exactly that from Michael Conlan. He gave the jab to the body, the eyes to the body, then fired back with that lovely left hand. Heating up at the start of this second round.
Leigh Wood just needs to switch on here. Just relax a little bit. He's coming out probably a little bit shell-shocked from that heavy knockdown, and he doesn't want to switch off in range of Conlan, because Conlan is straight down to work.
Oh, he's hurt again. Same left hand. He's trying to hold on the legs of Conlan. trouble. Can Conlan produce a sensational finish?
Wood is in survival mode, and he needs to do exactly that. Survive, hold on, keep out of the way. And whenever Conlan comes to him, he just needs to grab hold of him and get this round behind him, because he's badly hurt.
He cannot miss with that left hand, Michael Conlan.
And the Irish fans are in full voice here, urging their man to a sensational early finish. Of all the predictions, very few said Conlan early, as the blood starts to stream down the left-hand side of his face. Oh! Big leg down once again. Wood this time takes it, but has to hold on again.
The chin keeps coming high of Leigh Wood. He's dropping that right hand and he's open. He's that left hook time and time again.
Exactly that, Darren. He's inviting that shot in every time. He's not ready for it. I think he's still dazed. A combination from Conlan here could be the end of this fight. Wood needs to hold on and just keep out of the way when he can.
This is clinical stuff from Michael Conlan. This is the amateur pedigree, the punch picking in full flow.
Yeah, this is class from Conlan. He's just taking his time now. He's not rushing his work. He realises this is a 12-round fight. Leigh Wood seems to be, as he woke up, is he back in it? I doubt it. He needs to stay in safety mode and survival first. He needs to hit that bell.
He's got to get that chin down as well. He's carrying it far too high.
If he does survive that cut, then on his opponent's left eye could become an issue here, because that blood really is beginning to stream. Cheers from the Nottingham crowd as Wood has a rare success. Still that left hand is low.
Just a great position that he gets himself into, Conlan, to throw that left hand. He dips the knees and fires back, but now back comes Leigh Wood, backing Conlan onto the ropes.
But Conlan was brilliant in defence there, covered up against so much of that.
Yeah, he's an outstanding amateur. He knows how to defend. Good round for Conlan there. Wood needs to just regroup in the corner.
Legs out, great job. Just probably looked, because he was so badly hurt, he forced it again, right? You wanna know what I think?
It's that left hand again. Just sets it up so well. Got scrappy at the start of that round, and then he dips the knees, gives the DAZN. He found the target again, but just showing it did get scrappy at times in that round. But he was certainly hurt, Leigh Wood, wasn't he, Carl?
He was hurt, yeah. Conlan did a lot of work, though. I mean, I'm trying to make something good for Leigh Wood. Conlan took his foot off the gas a little bit because he was probably feeling the pace of his work. He didn't get the stoppage he looked for, so maybe there's a bit of light at the end of the tunnel for Leigh Wood, but he needs to be safety first with everything he does. He can't stand there with his chin in the air, because that left, looping overhand left, is coming straight for that chin.
Conlan having success with that punch again right at the start of this, the third round, and at the moment Leigh Wood doesn't appear to have an answer.
I think Ben Davison has told Leigh Wood, you've got to get your right hand up. He's in a better position now.
Sharp jab from the southpaw stance of Conlan, really finding his range so early in the contest here from so many different positions.
Yeah, he's picking a lovely jab to the face, Leigh. Whenever he throws that jab, it lands on the target. It's very effective. Just walking into a bit of a stiff jab himself there. But it's good head movement from Conlan, good footwork, he's balanced. Everything's working well for him. I mean, you can see he's an outstanding amateur by the way in which he's poised in front of Leigh Wood. Not making many mistakes at all.
Been very impressed with his composure, Michael Conlan. I thought, you know, it's such a big moment for him that he may do things out of character, but he stayed so switched on, not falling over his shots. So smart, but back comes Leigh Wood now. I think he's recovered.
Well, you so often hear the phrase from boxers that it's skills that pay the bills, but on nights like this for Leigh Wood, it's about wills paying the bills. Somehow he's got to work his way back into it, but Conlan has success with that left hand yet again.
Just targeting the body with the right hand, Leigh Wood, but that left, looping left from the southpaw stance of Conlan seems to keep finding a home, and you just wonder, is it a time bomb ready to go off? Because every time he lands on Leigh Wood's chin, you just see a little shake of the legs. He looks a little bit fragile at this stage.
It's just the lack of defence to that shot, Carl. He just leans back, right hand drops, and he can't miss with it.
I still don't think Leigh Wood's fully recovered. He's not fully back in the room. I like the way he's targeting that body, because if he can slow Conlan down with these body shots, it will start to have an effect.
Right hook gets through, and the foot of Leigh Wood, I think, slipped on the advertising logo. Looked as though he might have been hurt badly again, but once again the left hand gets through from the champion.
I think the feet came together, and he's still on Leigh Wood's foot as he landed the shot, so I think the crowd thought that Leigh Wood was hurt there. I'm not sure he was, but Conlan's got lovely range, and he's landing pretty much at will, and there's not too much worry coming back from Leigh Wood. When he's got Conlan backed up, he rushes his work a little bit and doesn't really land anything effective. That's better from Leigh Wood. Took his time there, landed a couple of shots there on the bell.
Right, you can't keep pulling back from left hand. Get underneath it, yeah? When he's looping that backhand, get underneath it, or, let go shorts in a minute, he's coming round his left hand, he's coming round there. Knee, little head off line. When he comes out, head on body, ain't his chest, head off line. He's coming wide. Straight shot will beat the looping shot. But your head's got to come across offline behind the shoulder. Make sense? So when you think he's
Backing up, do you understand? Tease it, slide in, but make sure you make him show what he's thinking with that right hand before you go in. Once you're in, get down and go to work. Bicep that, all right?
Stay low, don't put your head in the air.
This is your fight.
Into the fourth round, and before the contest, Tony Bellew was talking about this being a test for not just the fighters but for Ben Davison in Leigh Wood's corner. Because the real test of a trainer comes when their fighter is behind, when their fighter is under pressure, when their fighter is in trouble. The captain of a ship is never judged by what he does when the seas are calm.
He's just really struggling, sorry, Mike. Leigh Wood with the speed and accuracy from Michael Conlan. Just mixing it up so well.
This is better from Leigh Wood when he's got Conlan backed up to the rope, but it's important he doesn't just throw for the sake of throwing. He's rushing stuff. He needs to pick his shots.
Yeah, trying to close that gap and really force that physical presence at the end. That was a good right hook from Leigh Wood.
Conlan choosing not to move off the ropes at this stage.
He seems to be quite comfortable on his back foot, though, against them ropes.
As the blood reappears around that left eye of Conlan.
It's a good response, though, from Leigh Wood. He needed this. He needed a bit of momentum, and he's got that at the start of this fourth round. Two good body shots from Michael Conlan, then a straight right, then a right hook.
Leigh Wood looked as if he dipped in towards one of those. Lovely, crisp, sharp jabs and then a right hook from that southpaw stance of Conlan. Steps off the ropes this time. And certainly has the better of the exchanges from the centre of the ring.
I don't want to speak too soon, but I feel like Leigh Wood's legs are coming back now. He's got a little bit of a bounce in his step, and he seems to be back in there. He's not on top by any stretch of the imagination, but he's in this fight now. And Conlan would have put a lot of work in for the last 3 rounds, and maybe he's feeling the pace a little bit.
I think the consensus was that Conlan would be in front in the early stages of the contest, although, as I say, I don't think many predicted the kind of start that he produced in the opening round, but most felt he might be in front by the halfway stage of the contest.
It's better for Leigh Wood, just rolling underneath that left cross. And Davison asked him to do that, and just rolling under it instead of pulling out of his chin in the air.
Yeah, he's tidied up now and recovered from those mistakes. Working well. This is what he needs to do, close that gap.
Yeah, that's good work. 3 or 4 shots, then just close the gap, time up. Don't drain too much energy there, and just keep his weight on Conlan. I think he's a naturally bigger man in there, Leigh Wood. If he can use that to his advantage in his early stages, that'll help him late on in this fight.
Nice left to the body from Conlan. But that was a better round from Leigh Wood.
And he punched the air, Leigh Wood, as he went back to his corner, as if giving the sense that he really feels he's back in it as well.
When you're putting his back to the ropes, you're letting him bluff you in moments, okay? Do not let him bluff you. You're pushing him back there.
Okay? Because you were backed up against the rope, it didn't look like what it was. Yeah. Do you understand? How you feel?
Yeah, it was good work on the back foot from Conlan, but that was a better round from Leigh Wood. Started to, I wouldn't quite say smother, but throw his shots and force his physical presence into the fight and grab hold of Conlan. That was the response that Leigh Wood needed.
But still, the cleaner punches are being landed by Conlan, and he starts again with another one of those looping left hands, but noticeably Wood takes it this time.
You can't stand in front of your opponent flat-footed and wait. You've got to be first, or you've got to be off the centre. Leigh Wood guilty of standing in front of Conlan, looking at him. And as that left hand comes, I mean, if I was in his corner, I'd be going absolute mad at him, because it's not good enough. But he seemed to have taken that one quite well on the chin there, and he seemed to cope with it.
Yeah, he's got to move his head or move his feet. You can't be leaning back against someone like Conlan, who's got that range, he's got that speed and accuracy. And
well, look at the wide legs of Conlan. That means he's setting power. He's got his wide legs, his feet are planted firmly on the ground, and when he throws that left cross, he's not a big puncher, but he's shown tonight that when he lands them crisp, clean shots, the damage can be done.
Conlan switches back to the orthodox stance just momentarily, and now back southpaw once again, the stance from which he's had so much of his success in the contest so far. Referee Steve Gray talks to them about use of the head.
Leigh Wood needs to stick that right glove to the bottom of his chin like Bernard Hopkins used to do late on in his career. Just stick it to his chin and keep it there, because if that left cross lands, you know Wood's going to be in trouble, as we've seen already in this contest. Doing a better job. He's very much more in this fight now, Leigh Wood. There's that shot again from Conlan, and again.
I'm not sure if it's the blood from Conlan's eye, but there seems to be a lot of blood around the eye, left eye of Leigh Wood, who gets to work.
Somehow trying to galvanise himself, Leigh Wood here. So much of the traffic has been going the other way. Now there is blood on the face of Leigh Wood, as Darren suggested.
Leigh just looking to hang on a little bit here, which shows a little bit of signs of distress.
Yeah, I think there was a short right hook went in from Conlan. He felt that, Leigh Wood. Some good work to the body as well from Michael Conlan. Lovely right hook to the body.
Even in the atmosphere here, we could hear that right hand crunching into the left-hand side of the abdomen of Leigh Wood. All of these punches, gradually, one by one, having an effect.
Leigh Wood has moments of success, and it looks like he's landing and getting a bit, and then Conlan fires back and answers back and wins the argument pretty much every time here.
Yes, this is difference in speed. Really, really sharp with the shots. Happy to be on the back foot and try and draw out the lead from Leigh Wood. Good short body shots.
Striking there, that there wasn't the same kind of venom in the work of Leigh Wood there. It was almost apprehensive about what was coming back.
Barry! Right, Leigh. Every time he goes to the body, the next one is switching up top.
Yeah, like you said there, Mike, a little bit apprehensive. There was a clash of heads that caused the cut to the left eye of Leigh Wood. Nobody's fault there, both going in with body shots, hands are low, and there's a clash of heads there, but you're right, Leigh Wood a little hesitant to let the hands go just because of the speed of the shot coming back from Michael Conlan.
Take the distance away or get underneath it. Every time he goes with the left hand to the body, he's switching it up top. Sometimes you miss the fucking rope.
Don't lay back. Whip, kill the body, whip it to the head.
Second down. Round 6.
So can Conlan maintain his momentum here? Such an impressive start to the contest by the former world amateur champion, Olympic bronze medalist, and we've seen so much of that pedigree so far here this evening in Nottingham as he rams that right hand in again beneath the elbow of Wood.
Yeah, there's some good body work now from Conlan. He's known as being a good body shot, and there's that left hook from the southpaw stance coming right up, and when them shots hit you in the pit of the stomach or round the solar plexus, you feel them.
Big right hook.
Beautifully timed on the way in as Wood aimed for the body. Now Wood tries to gain some kind of success, and the crowd get behind him. They haven't had much to cheer about across this first 5 rounds of the contest so far.
Really is a great contest. I've seen so much good work from Michael Conlan. Been so impressed with how accurate he's been, how quick he's been. He's been finding the shots. He started finding the range with that left hand, just telegraphing it slightly there, but Leigh Wood's just not had an answer as of yet.
You feel that Leigh Wood's dazed and still feeling the effects of that knockdown, and although he's kind of got his feet back under him, he's been hit with some good body shots, and I just feel that he's labouring slightly, and he needs to be on his toes, he needs to be sharp.
Got to try and rough up Michael Conlan.
But for that, you need energy and you need the strength up close, and Conlan's it just seems to be first and last with every argument at the minute.
Maybe, Carl, you need belief as well that you can pull it.
Oh, definitely, and that belief's probably been drained from Leigh with that knockdown. He'll still be in a bit of a daze. I've been hit with shots myself and hurt and put down, and you just go into autopilot.
This is better from Leigh Wood.
Good shots to the body from Wood. Directly above our commentary position, we could hear them sinking in to the torso of Michael Conlan, who's taken them well so far. Riding the tackles.
Not producing
some brilliant boxing.
Not throwing the jab enough, Leigh Wood, for me. He's looking for big shots. He's trying to get his feet in range and just throw big shots, body or head, and he's not had enough success. I want to see Leigh Wood get behind that jab and try and just pick a few shots, get some air into his lungs, move around and feel like he's getting himself back in the fight rather than look for big shots. I feel like he's pot-shotting now, and Conlan seems to be ready for him.
And Leigh Wood, pulling away from the previous exchange, took a huge lungful of breath. He really is beginning to feel now the effects of all of these shots that he's been taking to body and to head. But gamely fires back once again.
Great action here, working the body well. Michael Conlan coming back with a right hook, and then Leigh Wood firing back with a right hand of his own.
Yeah, looking to get aggressive in there. Landing the head shots, Wood, but the body shots are sinking in as he lands.
Wind breath. Legs out. Nice deep breath. Let me give him a drink. Okay? How you feel? You gonna work on me, isn't it? Huh? You gonna work on me? Well, because you hurt him, you're getting a little bit drunk on your power.
That was a lovely time right hook there by Conlan. Leigh Wood looking for that body shot, and Conlan just timed him and just flicked the right hook out. Bang on the chin, you see it there. You can see it just drained Leigh Wood straight down to his legs. He's trying in there, he's shown a lot of bravery. He's really trying to put big shots into the body and head of Conlan, but he's just coming off second best with almost every attack. I want to see him get back behind his jab, or get behind his jab, and maybe kind of had a round off without getting hit with a shot. Just get himself back into this, rather than have a slugfest.
Well, so many had forecast that Michael Conlan would be dominant in the early stages. Not so many said how dominant. And can Wood turn it round now in this second half of the fight?
Throwing that right hook. Michael Conlan really, really well as Leigh Wood steps in, throwing a good right hand of his own.
Leigh might have just realised he can't outbox Conlan. He might realise he's just not quite got the ability, or maybe the speed, or the amateur pedigree that he lacks that Conlan's so far ahead of the game in. Maybe Leigh Wood's realised that, and it looks like he's trying to land one big shot, which he could end up just walking into shots because Conlan's quality operator.
And the chin of Leigh Wood is so high every time he steps in to range.
But if, as Carl says, that Leigh Wood is naturally the bigger man, will Conlan start to feel the pace at some stage?
Well, Conlan's on his back foot. Wood's trying to get forward. He's not landing enough big shots to think that he's going to get any kind of hold in this fight at this moment. But Conlan, you know, he's human. He looks good, but he'll start to feel the pace. He'll start to breathe. He's on his back foot under pressure.
Yeah, he's comfortable, Michael Conlan. This is where Leigh Wood's got to work. He's got to hit the arms, he's got to hit the waist of Michael Conlan. They've got to try and slow him down. They all take their toll. The shots are taken on the arms, etc.
Spoke about the bullish feeling in the Conlan camp all week. I was speaking to his brother Jamie at the press conference on Thursday, and he said that the sparring sessions that he's been putting on were a joy to watch. And that was what underpinned their strong confidence in their man. Although he wings that left hand, and Leigh Wood, for just about the first time, sees it coming.
They're just getting a bit wild there, Conlan, for the first time. Just coming undone a little bit. So he needs to just keep his composure.
That was something that Adam Booth warned him against in the corner.
Yeah, it's been a tidy job for him so far, and Adam Booth obviously picked him up on that. On his back foot here, up on the ropes, just slipping and sliding, keeping his chin out of danger, then answering that with body shots. Leigh Wood needs more of this. This is what I see more of. The referee will probably have a go at him here, but I like to see that because it's roughing up Conlan, pushing him back, make him think about it and make him work, make him breathe.
This is better from Leigh Wood. Just targeting the body of Michael Conlan, trying to slow the man down. It was a good left to the body. Good exchanges here from both men.
Yeah, some good success here from Leigh Wood, but Conlan, as always does, he fires back so tenaciously in there.
Conlan stands and trades, and right at the end comes off best. What an atmosphere. And could there still be something to remember here? Conlan, so dominant for the first half of the fight.
Got to close the gap off the lead hand with a quick double. There can't be too many steps downstairs without something to occupy upstairs. Do you understand what I'm saying?
One of the scrappier rounds of the fight, but again, Michael Conlan finding the range with that left hand, more of an arm shot than a powerful shot.
Well, just when Leigh Wood gets into the fight, starts to have some success and starts to look like he can do something, Conlan fires back. He's full of belief and confidence, relaxed in the corner, not really breathing, and Leigh Wood just seems to be fading and slowly going down into a slump.
And you've been there. How demoralising is that when you've had success and then suddenly your man fires back?
Listen, you realise you're in a big fight and you've just got to dig deep, dig into them reserves, and it's how much do you want it. Leigh Wood's the champion. He's now got to make this happen for himself.
Doesn't need to be here, Michael Conlan needs to get off the ropes. That's where Leigh Wood wants him, so he can let the shots go. Head and body.
Glimpse of Tony Bellew's scorecard showing that he's got Michael Conlan leading by 4 rounds at this stage as we head into the 8th round. And Leigh Wood still trying to drive himself forward, clinging on to any vestige of hope of hanging on to his title.
It's a good attitude from Leigh Wood, though, really forcing himself onto Michael Conlan, backing him onto the ropes, letting a good barrage of punches go.
There's some great success there. He's getting through with shots he's landing. The crowd aren't just cheering for the sake of it. These shots are getting through from Leigh Wood. This is good work.
And it's good work from the southpaw stance.
I don't think Adam Booth would be happy with the amount of time that Michael Conlan's spending on the ropes. He needs to move, be elusive. That's where he's caused Leigh Wood so much trouble. Firing back with quick counters. Doesn't need to be doing it off the ropes.
Starting to become a real physical contest, this. Coming together a lot. Referees are going to have a word here and just say, look, let's tidy it up. We're coming together, we're holding on. Conlan's as much to blame as Leigh Wood. Leigh Wood's trying, Conlan's hanging on a little bit, maybe having a bit of a round off. But this is a real quality contest, this is. Edge of the seat stuff.
For all the barbs that were traded at the various press conferences.
Huge left hand from Michael Conlan.
Great respect from both men here. No question about it. They've drawn it out of each other.
Nice
as
uppercut.
Leigh Wood still tries to fire back.
Nice uppercut from Leigh Wood as he fires back there, but soaking up too many left crossers. Back comes Leigh Wood again, firing in defiance, putting Conlan back on the rope, trying to keep his title in front of his own crowd here in Nottingham. You can hear the noise. He's not going to let it go. He's not going to give it up. But this is tough. What a great match.
And what seemed to be turning into an exhibition of Michael Conlan's skills has now transformed into a contest.
Incredible action. So much bravery shown from Leigh Wood, really forcing himself onto Michael Conlan. This is four-punch barrage.
Quality work from Leigh Wood when he backs him up. He gets through. He's landing shots. The judges will see that and they'll score him.
Brilliant right hook from Conlan, but there is no question that the Irishman is taking more in these exchanges than at any stage in the contest, and he's breathing more heavily than he has done before.
Oh, good right hook. Followed by
Follows
left
up
hook
with a
from
left hand.
Conlan.
Brilliant work again by Conlan in the centre of the ring.
And it's the eye-catching shots from Conlan that will catch the judges' eyes there, which is unfortunate for Leigh Wood because it was such a good round. And then the eye-catching shots catching him on the chin there just towards the end.
Stay off the fucking ropes!
Okay, nice deep breath. How do you feel? You're strong, right? 4-round fight now for you. He only has success because you allow it.
Yeah, you hear him in the corner there saying he's spending too much time on the rope, but there's that lovely left hand again. That one shook Leigh Wood for sure, but then back come the Nottingham fighter. Incredible bravery, really letting his hands go, head and body, forcing himself on, proving why he's a champion.
Downstairs and play the attacks off each other.
So Michael Conlan told by Adam Booth that this is now a 4-round fight. He's in front after 8. Can he maintain his supremacy? 2 big left hands again at the start of round 9 for Conlan.
It's been the big shot for Conlan all night. It's been real bad for Leigh Wood, just soaking up them hooks. I mean, it was the shot that put him down early on. It's the shot that keeps finding a home through this whole contest. And Leigh Wood is bouncing him off his chin now, and he's back in the fight. But Conlan, you feel, can just step on it when he wants.
Said it time and time again, when he lets his shots go, Leigh Wood, that chin rides so high. He's got to be careful when he's letting his shots go.
Leigh Wood just seemed to check himself there after taking a solid left hand to the body.
Starting to get picked up a little bit now. And, you know, in these rounds where there's not much happening, when that jab's landing, you're going to lose them rounds if you don't have any success. So Wood needs to get the jab going or get that left glove up. Don't sit in front of Conlan and do nothing because you're just going to give this away.
Concentration on Michael Conlan, seeing his eyes there, switched on, extremely focused. Like you say, Cole, really picking the shots well, sharp jabs. There's that left hand again.
Wood driving forward here, almost by instinct rather than intuition here.
Good body shot coming as Leigh Wood came forward from Michael Conlan. Sneaky left to the body. Clever shot. Again, credit to Leigh Wood, really forcing himself onto Conlan now.
Both men now flat-footed as you are in the championship rounds, round 9 through 12. They've become a bit flat-footed. Conlan just taking his time looking for the counter, and Leigh just doesn't want to get careless and take it for granted that he can walk into range and let his hands go, because as he's walking in, he'll walk into a shot.
Yeah, and it's the Irish fans who've got more to sing about.
Yeah, he needs to let his shots go when he gets there. Oh, there's another lead right hook then that found the target on the chin of Leigh Wood. Took it well.
Michael Conlan seemingly stifling the threat that appeared to be growing from Leigh Wood in the 8th.
Conlan having such a good start early on in this contest, it really just set the tone for the fight, because you can build on that knockdown and relax behind the jab, or sit back and wait for Leigh Wood to make the mistake, which I think he's been doing. Conlan's got that amateur pedigree. Let's see if we can get anything from Ben Davison here in the corner.
They're the moments to go. He breaks his face, his back's against the ropes, let's go there. You can't be looking in the centre of the ring, he's just going to step back.
Right, do not let him back in.
Into the 10th round then, 3 rounds remaining for Leigh Wood to claw back the deficit or to produce something very, very special. Last time on DAZN here in the UK, of course, we saw Jordan Gill come back against Kareem Gerfi. But yes, I know these are different circumstances, different styles, different fighters, but you just never know.
This is better movement from Michael Conlan. Adam Booth will be happy with this. Not staying on the ropes, moving his feet. Pot shot in, poking that jab out, trying to frustrate Leigh Wood, making it difficult for him to mount an attack.
Well, Ben Davison in the corner, Leigh Wood was asking for a fake and asking for, which is good advice, just get that foot fake, just raise that left hand a little bit, just give Conlan something to think about before you throw your attack. And that's because he's been guilty of just trying to walk forward and try and let big shots go, and Conlan's far too experienced for that. Not as a pro, but his whole experience as an amateur into the pros. He's too cute to fall for big shots just coming straight at him. You've got to set it up.
Still, as we head towards the halfway stage of round 10, that left hand of Conlan's is still proving so troublesome, and again he lands it flush.
This is where he's got to let his hands go, Leigh Wood. Done the right thing there, Michael Conlan, grabbed hold. And when he gets him back onto the rope, that's where he's got to work good left to the body, and again from Michael Conlan, working the body really, really well.
Oh, and he's hurting to the body there. I'm sure he almost doubled over there. The elbows have come down of Leigh Wood.
Some good quality, crisp shots here from Conlan. Here fires back Leigh Wood.
Brilliant return from Wood.
Wow, great action.
Just some giving Conlan praise for the body shots. Leigh Wood lands the head shots, but he finally fires back Conlan and finishes the argument again. This is good work from Wood.
Brilliant response from Leigh Wood here in the 10th round, 40 seconds to go. Still pushing, still hoping for an amazing turnaround. Big shots from Leigh Wood.
Big shots and spiteful. You see him grip down his gum shield edge through them shots. He knows he needs a big round. Here he comes, Leigh Wood. He's picking shots nicely. Conlan on his back foot doing a good job defensively, but Wood getting through. And believe me, these shots are hurting. They're having an effect.
Best spell of the fight for Leigh Wood. It's come in the closing stages of the 10th round.
Incredible stuff from Leigh Wood.
Ref Steve Gray talking to them both about the illegal use of the head. Both of them cut from clashes earlier on in the contest. This is attritional now at this late stage.
Bit of close, dangerous thought he worked there with the head from Conlan, but this is the fight game, and that's how the pro game is.
Was that a breakthrough round for Leigh Wood? Incredible body punching from Michael Conlan there, but the bravery from Leigh Wood and the determination. He finished the round so well. That was a beautiful left. been the pattern of the fight, really. That left, he can't miss with it, but they've turned into arm shots now.
Every time Leigh Wood has success like what we're seeing now, it's good, it's nice work from the champion. But Conlan always seems to come back, fires back, and has the final word in the argument. And the judges, they feed off that. I would safely say Leigh Wood definitely needs a stoppage. He can't win this on points. He's got to leave everything in the ring for these last 2 rounds.
What can happen then to change what we think is going to be the result over the course of the final 6 minutes? Conlan has been in charge for so much of the contest, but Leigh Wood did look strong at the end of that previous round.
Leigh Wood has to now not be careless, but he's got to leave it all in there. He's got to go for the knockout. He's got to try and land some big shots.
Movement's crucial for Michael Conlan. He's got to stay up for those ropes. He's got to move. He's got to try and get back to the centre of the ring at least. Allow space behind him. He's getting backed up far too often now.
Nice right hand from Leigh Wood, and he just looked for the straight right, and Conlan saw it coming and just slipped under it, and that could be the difference between, you know, taking Leigh onto that next level of confidence. Conlan is slippery on his back foot, and he's confident. As he backs up to the ropes, it looks good for Leigh Wood, but Conlan, you know, he's got one eye on the shots coming, and he's really well poised. There's that left hook again, straight on the chin of Leigh Wood. He needs to just let big shots go, body and head, as soon as he's in range, Wood.
Russ Amber, the cutman in Conlan's corner, saying you need these rounds. No time to relax is the message.
Body shots again from Michael Conlan. That was a lovely left to the body. Just on the waistband, then goes upstairs with the left hook.
That varying of the line of attack has been so impressive from Conlan throughout this contest. And we're into the second half of round 11.
Been such a draining contest for both men. They'll both be feeling the pace in there. These body shots, nice work from Wood.
Yeah, he's got to throw the kitchen sink at him, Leigh Wood.
These body shots from Conlan even later on still drain that tank of any athlete. Leigh Wood's just looking a bit unshaky. He needs such a big, strong finish, and I'm not sure he's got that in the tank. The work from Conlan's just been relentless.
Yeah, good work. Oh, left uppercut followed by right to the body from Conlan. This is good work.
Oh, this is brilliant from Conlan, and I thought I saw the leg shake of Leigh Wood. How is he taking these shots? Half a minute to go in the 11th round, and somehow Wood fires back, reaching into the depths of his strength and his soul, and somehow staying on his feet.
Incredible. Leigh Wood could not have done any more there. He stood in range, he took his shots, and he fired back, and he landed as well. He had success, but Conlan is not budging.
Sport do you find this level of courage, this level of resistance, as Leigh Wood fires back and scores the knockdown at the end of the round. Conlan saying he slipped, his corner are saying he slipped, but Leigh Wood somehow has come back to score a knockdown. Adam Booth is furious in the corner, saying it shouldn't be a knockdown. Wow. Will that single point be decisive?
Listen, I'll tell you right now, I'm sat ringside, 4 or 5 feet from these athletes, and that was a knockdown. There was a bit of a slip and a bit of loss of legs, but a punch landed on the chin of Conlan, and he went down. Great work from Leigh Wood, and that's exactly what he needed.
He's going to come and have a go. Underneath.
See if we can see this shot there. There was a right hook from Leigh Wood. Is it like a short left hook? I'm not sure.
As he stepped in from the southpaw stance, that left glove landed. Have a look from this angle here. Got caught up his shot. Misses with that one, and here it comes. Oh, it was messy, but it got through.
There is a shot.
Well, Leigh Wood needed it, that's for sure, and he got the knockdown.
Oh, it's like the Carl Frost nights all over again, and noticeably during the minute's intermission while we were watching the replays, the referee went around the canvas, clearing it up with a towel. Wood is on the front foot once again. Conlan leading by a single point on Tony Bellew's card into the 12th and final round. And Steve Gray warns Leigh Wood for pushing as he was in the ascendancy. What a finish.
The referee needs to to leave it alone now. This is an absolute epic battle. Leave them to it. Let them settle it like men in there, because Leigh Wood has got to try and press home a big finish, and Conlan is now under the cosh a little bit.
Yeah, incredible stuff. Leigh Wood really forcing himself onto Conlan now. He needs to up the pace himself.
We thought surely it couldn't happen. It did happen at the end of the 11th round, and suddenly there's a very different flavour to this contest. 2 minutes to go in the 12th and final round. It was so eagerly anticipated, and it's living up to the billing as they flail away in the centre of the ring.
Leigh Wood is doing exactly what he needed to do, what I was asking him to do, and he's going for broke, and he's having success. It's over!
It's all over. After a minute and 20 seconds of the final round, we have seen one of the most astonishing turnarounds in a world title fight in this country. And there is great concern over on the far side of the ring about the condition of Michael Conlan, who folded so quickly. And others in the corner of Leigh Wood, as you can see there, is telling the crowd to just calm down, to ease up on the celebrations, because Michael Conlan is being tended to over on the far side of the ring. And Leigh Wood, who was so far behind for so much of the contest, and Leigh Wood walking around the ring is trying to diffuse the situation here. Suddenly it's turned very volatile at ringside. There's a horrible atmosphere on what should be a memorable night for Leigh Wood. Ben Davison, also along with Leigh Wood, is just asking the crowd to just quieten down at this stage until we know exactly what the condition of Michael Conlan is. Leading on our card going into the final round, but suddenly under an attack from Leigh Wood with just over a minute gone in the round, he folded on the ropes and fell through the ropes, and Leigh Wood somehow from somewhere has found the resolve to hang on to his title.
That was one of the most incredible fights I've ever seen. That was remarkable, absolutely incredible stuff. The start from Michael Conlan, so impressive. I hope he's all right. They seem concerned outside the ring there, but that honestly, breathtaking.
And credit to Leigh Wood, a fighting man. Wants to make sure that Michael Conlan will be okay before he starts his celebrations in earnest. But what a performance, what a comeback. For so much of that fight, he looked to be second best, but he just never gave up.
Just showed the heart of a lion there, a warrior. Credit to Michael Conlan as well. I mean, he played his part there. He was cruising early on, the knockdown. He was boxing so smart, so smoothly, got into a rhythm so early, couldn't miss with that left hand. But Leigh Wood, showing the champion that he is, forced himself onto Conlan. He took a few when he was coming forward, but yeah, breathtaking stuff, remarkable action.
Leigh Wood staring down, and this is one of those examples, Darren, where the fight has reminded us of just why we fell in love with this sport, but the aftermath reminding us why we have ambivalent thoughts about it. Still the paramedics attending to Michael Conlan, who for so much of the contest looked to be on his way to winning this version of the WBA featherweight title, wresting it from this man, Leigh Wood. But what a finish Wood produced. So eagerly awaited this contest,
Ladies and gentlemen,
for so long. Here's David Diamante.
Ladies and gentlemen, please clear away.
for Michael Conlan. Please clear the way. Please clear the way for Michael Conlan.
Well, you saw the situation there from a distance. A lot of security personnel, a lot of fans trying to get close to ringside here. Some of them concerned about Michael Conlan, others wanting to celebrate with Leigh Wood on a difficult night here. Paramedics in attendance, waiting to take Michael Conlan to hospital. The kind of finish to a contest that we know is entirely possible, but that we sometimes bring.